Hi everybody, this is Matt Alessandrini and I'm here to go ahead and show you some things you can do on Progress Book. And the big thing I'm going to show you today is how to enter lesson plans and to save lesson plans on Progress Book. So let's get started. Obviously the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and log into Progress Book. Then you're going to want to go ahead and go over to enter lesson plans. So I click on enter lesson plans and then I come over here. First thing I want to do is go ahead and put in the title. I'll put in, a lot of times for me, because I like to keep things organized as much as possible, I like to go ahead and put in the chapter. We are on chapter 8, and we are going to be multiplying, and make sure you spell things right, multiplying by 7. Then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and click on save right here. If I click that save right here, if you notice now at the very top of the screen, you'll notice now that it says chapter 8 multiplying by 7, where before it didn't say anything. Now the title is saved. That's the first thing I want to do. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start entering information into the main area right here. This is where you put the meat of the lesson plan in. This is where you put all the information in. Now, if I were you, I would go ahead and type your lesson plans up on a Word document. Like if I come down here, I already have lessons on a Word document down here. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight my entire lesson. I'm going to go ahead and right click my mouse. I'm going to click on copy. I'm going to go ahead and come back to my main template, to my main area. I'm going to right click again. I'm going to go ahead and click on paste. And then all of a sudden now I have my entire lesson plan is on here. Now if you want to, I suppose you can go ahead and highlight whatever you want to. If you want to make things stand out, like let's just say you want this to stand out, you can go ahead and highlight that. If you want to, I suppose you can go ahead and make it bold, you can make it italics, you can underline it, you can move it to the middle, just things like that. Basically all these buttons up here work the same as Microsoft Word. And if you're not sure how to use Microsoft Word, I have a screencast on that. You can go ahead and go to my website, go to my screencast, and it's under Microsoft Word. So again, I'm not going to go ahead and go into depth how to use these buttons up here. So I'm going to scroll down here, just check to make sure I have everything I need. Okay, yeah, looks pretty good. So now here's the next step. I need to make sure I save this middle area. I'm going to come down to this next save button. I have to click on this one. So I click on that button, and all of a sudden now I have the main area is saved. Now I have made a mistake before where I just saved the very, very top, and I X'd out of here. I lost this entire middle section. Just remember, you have to make sure every time you click the save underneath the box that you want. Save up here for the title, save down here for the information here. But that's not the only thing. The next thing you need to do is you need to come down to this last box. It says private notes cannot be viewed by others. I haven't really used this section very much. I don't find it really to be that important. But again, I haven't used it. I haven't really tried it. So if you want to go ahead and fiddle around with it, go for it. The last thing you want to come down here is you want to go ahead and start filling out the information. For me, the content area. Now, for me, I need to go ahead and click down. I'm going to click on College and Career Readiness Standards in K-12 Mathematics 2010. I am pretty sure this is the Common Core. Now, if I am wrong, if you have found that there is another area for content, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is how this matches up with the Common Core Mathematics. Obviously, if you were English Language Arts, you come up here to the top one. But I'm going to the next one down. Okay. The only thing I don't like about this is every time you click on a new option, it takes you to the very top. And I don't really like that, but there's no way I've actually been able to find not to do that. If you found a way, please let me know. Next step, I'm going to click on the level. Grade 3. This basically just helps you organize your lesson when you go to search for it later. Select a unit. Okay. I'll call it Chapter 8. But let's just say I was on a new unit. Let's just say, you know what, I started chapter 9. I would go ahead and enter new unit. I'm going to go ahead and put in chapter 9. Save that. Now, if I come down here, I have chapter 9 as an option, but I want that to be chapter 8. Again, the select summary. If you want to put in a summary, go ahead. I haven't done that yet. I don't really think it's necessary because all the information I need is up here. But again, if you feel it's necessary or you think I should, go ahead and let me know. The author, Matthew Alessandrini, obviously you want to do that when you search for it. And share with teachers on your list. Eventually you're going to want to share those, and I'll go ahead and show you how to share your lessons. Now, don't forget to click Save at the bottom. This is going to save this information in this box right here. Remember, you save the information that's in the box that goes with the Save button. Click on that, and now I should have everything saved. Alright, so now you've entered all your information here. The next step you want to do is you want to come up here to these buttons up here. You have Lesson Info, Attachments, and Schedule. I'm going to go ahead and briefly go over each of these to kind of show you what each of these are used for. First off, we have Lesson Info, and it's a standards connection. I want to go ahead and click on Add Standards. Now, you can only add standards if you put the content area down here. If you don't put the content area down here, you won't be able to click Add Standards. I've clicked the content area so I can add my standards. I'm going to click on that. Now all my standards come up. I know from here that I need that OA 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down until I get to OA. That is Operations and Algebraic Expressions, I believe. There you go, OA. So I need, again, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I need 2, interpret whole number quotients of whole numbers. 3, use multiplication and division. 4, okay, go down a little bit more. 6, and 7. Those are all my standards that I have, so I'm going to go ahead and click Add Selected Items, and my standards come up here. Now let's just say you put in the standard that you don't want, you go ahead and you click on the X, and that would remove it. Again, a lot of times what I like to do is I like to go ahead and click Save, and I'm going to click Save in the middle, just to go ahead and make sure that those are saved right there. Okay, now that you've created your lesson plan, you saved your title, you saved your lesson plan, and you saved the information, and you created the standards, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and schedule the lesson. You can add attachments if you want to. I'll show you how to do that later. But you're going to go ahead and click on Schedule. Click on Schedule this lesson. And now I have a couple options. The first thing I want to figure out is what date is it going to be. Well, I click on the start date. I can actually put it in manually, or I can just go ahead and click on this handy little calendar, and it'll come up and show me what day it wants to be. Let's just say I want to schedule it on the 3rd of this next month. Click on the 3rd. Now be careful, I also want to make sure it ends on the 3rd as well. It's going to be a 1-day lesson. Now if this is a 2-day lesson on the 4th, 3-day lesson on the 5th, but I think you get the point. So now it shows what day it's going to be. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click what kind of a lesson is it going to be for. Is it homeroom? Is it language arts? Is it math? Is it spelling? For me, it's going to be math. Now I can click on all 3 if I want to. Let's just say I wanted it to be a 3A lesson. Click on 3A, but if I want all 3, I can just click on this button right here, and that will cover all 3. I'm going to click on Schedule this lesson, and here we have the lesson scheduled. Let's just say I don't want these to be scheduled. I can click on Delete, click on those, click on Save, and they are deleted. So that's scheduling your lesson. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is adding an attachment. Okay, all of a sudden you come up with all these information. It's like, whoa, what are these? It's really not that bad. Okay. first thing you want to do is click on the sequence number. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what this actually means. I'm not sure how important it is. I'm just going to click on number 1, and I'm going to go ahead and call on a name. I'm going to call this sequence, I'm going to call this multiplication sheet. I could be wrong. And again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Description, if I want to put the description in, sheet for multiplying by 8. Then I want to go ahead and click on Save. Now, what I can do is I can click on Upload Attachment. Okay, and now this comes up, File Load Utility. It says File, choose File. It says only these are the type of documents that can be uploaded. Okay, this is how much you can upload it. A lot of times, documents and PowerPoint presentations, those are the things, PDFs are the ones you want to upload. Choose File. So I've clicked File, then this box comes over. Let's just say I want to go to Documents, or wherever you're going to go, wherever you're keeping your information at. I'm going to go ahead and click on Document 1. Let's double click on that. Click on Upload. And then finally, click on Save. And after I click on Save, I'll click on it one more time. Click on Save. After you click on Save, now your attachment should be there to view. What I want to do then is I'm going to go ahead and just to make sure everything came through, I'm going to go back to Lesson Info. Again, I'm going to go ahead and just in case, I'm going to go ahead and click all 3 Save buttons one more time. Just in case. Again, I like to double check everything that I do. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on, I'm going to click on Dashboard. Then I want to go ahead and check over here. I want to go ahead and search for my lesson plan. I can actually go over here and click on over my lessons. And wouldn't you know it, over here, lessons on this side, I should say, these are all that have been scheduled. If you remember, I deleted it from my schedule. If I come over to the side here for search lesson plan, let's just say I go to gradebook. And I go to search lesson plans. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on search. Scroll down until I find where it says multiplying by 8. And so I'm going to come over here to Chapter 8, multiplying by 7. Here's the information that I have. You can see that my attachment is right here, and my standards are right there, and if I want to, I can go ahead and print it. If I want to schedule it, I can click on this and schedule it. If I want to go ahead and edit it, I can click on this to edit it. If I want to delete it, I can click on that to delete it. Alright, so that is basically how you go and you enter a lesson plan on the progress book. Now, this took me, with explaining and everything, this took me a time of about 13-14 minutes, okay? Without all the explanations, it really won't take you that long. I find that this is very useful. Once you get used to it, I mean, the fact that you have your lessons online, you have all your attachments, you can schedule it, it's a very good device. You just got to get used to it. Again, use this video as much as you need to help yourself out. I hope it's been helpful for you, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.